we go, following Donnie to a lift station. Now, there's a couple different types of lift station. One is where it's all self-contained, the pumps, control panel. The wet well is, the pumps are in the wet well and they pump out and back to the wastewater treatment plant. The second type is the type that we're coming to now, which is splits, and usually used on bigger station. It splits the wet well from the dry well. The dry well has the pumps, and the wet well is where the wastewater comes into from the community. So we're going to see that. Lift stations are typically in very low-lying areas because that's their whole purpose, is to lift the wastewater up higher so it can flow downhill back to the wastewater treatment plant. So here we are at the lift station. They call this one their 6th Street lift station. A lot of times the lift station naming just comes from where they're at, whether they're next to a shopping mall, whether on a specific road, whether they're servicing a specific industry. So there you go. Once again, here's a gent.
It's a backup pump.
Oh, thank you, Donnie. So this is actually a backup pump that runs on diesel, right?
Yeah.
So if they lose their power, you have a generator?
No, we use this instead.
Huh?
Our surge protector blew, and it caused all of our VFDs to go out. So a backup generator would not have helped us at that time, and we were still able to operate because of the backup pump.
And this is a really critical lift station for you guys, isn't it?
Yes, it maintains the whole west side of Erickson.
Excellent. So yeah, in this case, this is where that having a diesel powered pump as a backup versus a generator really paid dividends. All right, so now we're going into the lift station, and this is where all the power's at. We have a little gas detection system. One of the things in the wastewater side of things is buildup of combustible gases, so we got to keep monitoring those at lift stations. All the power comes through here. Open up the breaker panel just because I can, I think. Yeah, there it goes. There you go. There's some high voltage. Well, in this industry, that's actually low voltage, but 480, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so we got 483 phase coming in here. Disconnects here that go to our pumps, which are downstairs, and we'll go through here. I will back up just a little bit here.
You want me to turn it on?
Yeah, turn the light on if you will, Donnie. We're going to take a better look at those in a few minutes. Pumps down there. Power's up here. Got Yaskawa VFDs. And we have an operator interface like you saw, or we've talked about in other videos. So they can, when they walk in, they can see it locally. They're on data command, so all this information goes up to data command via some PLCs there. And you see all the common parts that you'd expect to see in a lift station. Submersible pumps, I think we saw some of these elsewhere. Those are your mini casts, which actually are just monitoring. What are the mini casts? The seals? Over temp and seals on the submersible, on their pumps, which are submersible, even though they're not submerged. But if the dry well, which we're going to take a look at, I just took a picture of it a few seconds ago. If the dry well happens to be flooded, their pumps are okay. And then in this case, we have a disconnect for safety. I'm not going to open up the other door, but we can take a quick peek in there with my camera safely. See our VFDs in there. We see circuit protection. We see the incoming power feed in there. So all the stuff you'd expect to see in a industrial control panel operating pumps. So here the pumps are. From the top, I had Donnie crack the grating. They go up here and out. So that top pipe there, Donnie, that's your discharge, right?
They come out this way,
And then they come out that way.